The truth is, most men really do feel unappreciated. This is like a part 2 of the video I did maybe last year. And ladies, please listen. And don't take this the wrong way, if you can. It's not to discredit women, talk down on women, say women ain't nothing. Because the Most High gave us y'all. But you were created for a man. One man was created for a man. And I think a lot of times when you see men who have gotten fed up, who've taken so much in, we always hear about when a woman's fed up. I did a video called, but what about when a man is fed up? You think about this as a man. Let me talk to the men for a minute. As a man, you work so hard providing, teaching and guiding and leading and doing all you can. And I did this video a while back. Most men felt it because I said, it's Brother Jay, Brother Maine, you know what I'm talking about when I said the man, the father, let me say daddy in that sense, because the Bible say call no man good but the father. But the daddy a lot of times is the most hated one in the house because of the discipline and the decisions that have to be made, that have to go against wifey, have to go against children. But all the time, I don't think a lot of women don't understand what we're doing. Now, you don't know who's going to die first, wife or husband. You really don't know. And a lot of wives and husbands don't like to have this conversation. But as a man, let me just speak for me. This is why my whole entire life, especially now that I am a man, a grown man, let me say, from a boy to a man, I try my best to prepare my family. We spend all our time preparing, teaching. We try to teach our wives how to move on in case we are not here and die before them. A lot of people don't like to have that conversation. That's why when a lot of husbands die, a lot of times the wifey be lost on a lot of things. And then there's the one that prepared his wife, and the wife knew exactly what to do and how to keep it going. But a lot of women, when they lose their husband, they get lost. Now, this is the video response back to you, Sister Taj. You know who you are. A man needs respect, loyalty, and faithfulness. A man has to feel he's needed. And I'm going to say something that I always say that most women laugh at. And he need consistent sex. I don't care who get mad. I'm speaking as a man, from a man point. A man needs to be felt like he's needed. He wants that loyalty, that respect. I can add a whole lot of other things in there, but that's the main right there. Consistency in that bedroom. Some women go, it's always all about sex. No, it ain't just all about sex. But your covenant, that's a big part of it. Because a lot of women don't understand. That's how men operate. And the more you give it up, the more your husband want to do for you. You ever wonder why sometimes your husband don't feel like doing nothing? He doing everything already. Now, let me talk about the real man. He's going through this and going through that, getting beat down in the world, the job, the kin folks, you name it. He's dealing with so much. And the least thing he want to do is come on and give him some. Can I give me some? No, not tonight, baby. So he don't feel needed. You don't feel needed in the bedroom, but you feel needed when it's, oh man, you better pay these bills and do this and do that. Now, and I'm not talking about all women that's doing this. All women not cutting their man out. And I was just having this conversation the other day. I said, but we don't even require much. I'm talking about real men that's simple. Don't require that much. But we spend our time and our life preparing the family. Especially when you have a son. You teach that son, you like I prepare my son, brother. I'm not gonna be here one day. You try to prepare your son to see, and you think about this, sometimes you don't even think about that your children may leave before you. That's another thing. We don't have those conversations. I'm reminded of my nephew when he passed away, the minister that was speaking. He said, you never think about this. You prepare your children all the time for you getting ready to die. He said, but you don't ever think that you got to prepare to see your child die. I thought that was very powerful because we just don't know in this life. And that's why it's so important. See, Brother Hall, I got to go back to Brother Hall for a moment. Brother Hall have always did this to me. He said, man, I'm giving you your flowers. He said, in spite of ups and the downs, JT. And you know what, man? It's just to hear that from a brother to another brother, man. It's just, and I said, Brother Hall, you have always, I said, you gave me so many flowers, man. They be tumbling over in the room. Because you don't really hear a lot of men saying thank you, brother. Men appreciating men. Men without all this fighting and hating. You got some men out here bickering more than women. But to hear Brother Hall say, man, I just got to call and say thank you again, man. You can give your flowers. I'm a better man and this and that. Man. And I say it all glory to the Most High. It ain't me. And men get to the point where you ever got to the point where you be ready to walk out. Because you tired. Well, she tired too, yeah, but what about when the man is fed up and he's tired? See, some of y'all men gonna feel this video because, see, people can say what they want about Charleston White. But Charleston White said something that's so powerful. He said that the real men that's providing and taking care of like that, they ain't even recognized. And he said until they dead and gone. And even when they dead and gone, they start trying to realize how good of a man he was, how good of a provider he was, but now he's dead and gone. That's why I can't stand Father's Day. I never could. I don't care about Mother's Day or Father's Day because Father's Day is one of the most lowest, jacked up, whatever you want to call the holidays there is. The most unappreciated, oh, go and get daddy, just get daddy a pair of socks and some drawers. I tell my children every year, I don't care nothing about that stuff. And they ask me every year because they heard in the world, see it in the world, Daddy, what you want for Father's Day? Nothing. Keep being obedient. Obey your parents. Pray. Live the word. Stop worrying about the world with this. Every day is Father's Day. The Bible didn't say it's a certain father. The Bible said fathers raise your children. The Bible said fathers don't provoke your child to anger. Raise your children. Fathers, raise your children. Fathers, raise your children. And in that raising and that upbringing, boy, it's some low down, dirty moments that you just be like, you know you made it only through prayer. Only through prayer. And I just wanted to share this with y'all. A lot of times, don't get mad at that, ladies, because a lot of times that man is overlooked while he's alive. And then when he died, he did do this. He did, man, yeah, if it wasn't for him, I should have said thank you more. Sometimes, man, just to hear thank you, we're not used to it. Because we so used to just doing that you rarely hear thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's sad that it's like that. But that's why I always say, I don't need no hand clap. I don't need no applause for doing what the Most High have already showed me that I'm supposed to be doing. You a man. You teach your children, that's what you're supposed to do. He said, be fruitful and multiply, not with no end in everybody. He said, I designed the covenant, marriage. He said, you love your wife as Christ loved the church. That's the word, that's scripture. That's set apart, that's holiness. That's the truth. But in that loving, in that covenant, it's some disappointments. It's some suffering. It's some setbacks. It's some heartaches. It's some pains. It's some different ages and different stages. It's some stuff that you're going to just want to scream sometime, but you hang in there. And then once that man undone all that he could do, he done prepared his family. And he look his son and our son, you be a better man than I. See, real talk, every man that I know want their son to be better than them. You want your son to go further than you. You want your daughters, you want all your children to be better than you. Want them to have a better life. And that's why you work so hard to do what you do. And you still are unappreciated a lot of times. That's why I love when I see women that just say, baby, I appreciate that. Thank you. I remember this one cat, man, he dead and gone, man, old JB. JB would say, they always man, nagging and fussing. I still do what I'm doing, man. It's just, he always say, just seem like what I'm doing ain't good enough. And then I thought about the scriptures in the Bible about wandering around on the rooftop instead of being inside of the house with a nagging woman, being in the wilderness instead of being around a nagging woman, unappreciated. But it's the same way you got men like that. See, you catch what I'm saying? It's on both sides. But real men that I know a lot of times, yeah, when we have these conversations, you do feel left out a lot. You feel unappreciated, but you never stop doing what you're supposed to do. And why are we like that? Because we don't let our feelings, God, come on, teach Holy Spirit. We don't operate off of what we feel, because if I told my wife this one time, if I was to operate off of how I felt, I wouldn't do a whole lot of stuff at home. I'll look at you like you crazy, like you look at me sometime when I tell you to do something. That's how it is. That's why we as men, we hold in a lot, like I say all the time, but we keep pressing on. We take it and it cuts us long, deep, and hard, and we continue to just keep doing what I'm doing, doing what you're doing, doing what he's doing. He doing what he's doing. But all men ain't the same. I hope and pray I've said something to share with you that you can take for the day, because it's a lot of men that's very unappreciated, and it take that man dying before some women sometimes realize that he was who I needed. He did do an awesome job. See, some men may not be making all that money like that man with that headache who got all that money and that big house and the cars, and he don't have no prayer life. He don't have the Most High. Some of y'all wanted that, and once you got it, you realize you was up against something you really didn't want to be a part of, and now he going out upside your head and beating on you. But then that humble man that wanted you, that humble man that came at you shot him down. The man that had the 9 to 5, he wasn't good enough. He wasn't making enough. He wasn't handsome enough. He wasn't tall enough. His car wasn't clean enough. His 401k wasn't big enough. His credit score was too low. His house was too little. His apartment wasn't big enough. So many women's standards are set so high, they can't even meet them standards themselves. Oh, I'm gone on that note. Shalom, family.